My dance experience for me at sixth form was amazing. I always found Sarah's lessons so engaging. It encourages you to be open-minded. I always felt a sigh of relief and freedom walking into that dance space. There's a certain sense of escape that you feel.
Like most people who consider taking dance at college, I've danced since I was 3 years old. The dance at the sixth form was totally different to anything I've ever experienced, and it really helped me to open my eyes to new genres and artists. Dance at the sixth form college really helped me improve my confidence, and it helped me to grow as a person as I had to step outside my comfort zone.
It's a small course, the support I had and the friendships that I made were so much stronger than my other courses, and it became a really important part of my college life.
There was so much support in the dance space from friends and teachers, so it really felt like a safe space where you could explore movement.
I think the main thing that I've taken away from A-level dance that is so crucial to me and what I do now is in the ability to collaborate with others. Another thing that comes to mind when I think back on my A-level dance experience is that class was where I met the most variety of people in terms of future plans and aspirations and how people planned on getting there.
It was just a time of growth, learning, fun, excitement, tears, you name it, I experienced it. And the lessons that I learned at the sixth forms are lessons that I have carried throughout my life. And I would say this is especially true when I think about dance and all that Sarah taught me and exposed me to when I was taking an A-level in dance at the sixth form.
I actually spent 3 years at the sixth form due to a family bereavement happening just before I completed my A-levels. I thought I better take an extra year to make sure I pass. I didn't really know what I wanted to do anyway at that point, so luckily the sixth form was accommodating and said that I was allowed to stay on for another year, but I had to take another subject. I thought, oh well, I'll give dance a go, at least I kind of can dance, but I'd never done contemporary dance before. I didn't even know contemporary dance existed. I thought that if you wanted a career in dance, it was either a ballet career or a musical theatre career, and I didn't want to do either of those. So it was a very quick learning trajectory. What I mostly realised was that there was this whole world that I hadn't been exposed to before.
Sixth form college and dance department has been a major pivotal moment for me in how I perceive dance to be.
The dance course opened my mind up and expanded my mind into areas of dance that I didn't even know could exist or would exist or that I wanted to exist.
Dance at college pushed me out of my comfort zone, developed my skills as a performer, and changed how I think about art, both as a maker and a viewer.
Before I came to the sixth form, I didn't really know about contemporary dance. I thought dance was something that was very aesthetic, something that was just to please someone and look pretty. And then I learned about contemporary dance. So it was about expression of emotions, of society. It reflected politics, it reflected what was going on in the world, and it was about creating something which was art and which could be read by an audience, and it could make the audience question, it could comment on important things, and I just found this so mind-blowing.
It really showed me like the theoretical side of dance and the research, and that has definitely influenced me now in wanting to do this master's. It's a very research-based course, and I don't think I would have come to this conclusion without having done so much research during my time at sixth form college.
At the time when I studied at college, I really loved the fact that it was such a versatile qualification, that not only was I getting the practical technique training, but I was also having that theoretical understanding.
Well, I'd never done anything about the history of dance or anatomy and all that side of things, so I found all that really interesting. I remember Sarah having just such a high regard for the subject and having such passion for it, and it kind of made us all really want to take it a lot more seriously than perhaps we had beforehand, having only done it as a hobby, and seeing all the opportunities that were out there for us in the future.
I think I can definitely trace back this sense of entrepreneurship maybe to the college, my time at the college. I remember being pushed by Sarah and by some of the other performing arts faculty that you have to go out and create your own opportunities. Since being a professional, I've worked in international touring companies, as well as I've created my own dance festival, and I run a few other little side businesses.
Even though it was a really long time ago when I studied at the sixth form, dance is probably the course that I remember the most. It's definitely it is really challenging. It will challenge you, but in really positive ways.
You will be challenged physically, emotionally, mentally.
It was challenging, for sure. I used my mind so much more than I thought I would. It developed me as a dancer and as a thinker.
I think for me, dance is just a place where I feel very present. So it's about happiness, it's about feeling myself, and it's also a kind of therapy for me. I think because it's somewhere where I do feel quite present, it can allow the other worries and the other expectations of life to sort of drift away. So it's a very, very vital part to make up who I am.
Dance gave me a platform to express myself in many different ways. It also gave me time to spend more time with my friends. And also it gave me a confidence boost as well.
I've always done dance really, but I wanted to do it in more of a professional way and actually train myself properly a bit more. So I wanted to take it up so I could build my strength in it, build my confidence in it. But I also, because I felt at home with it, when stuff was stressful, when stuff was hard, I had that little motivation in me, the little drive to push myself and go and do it and actually try and achieve something with it. And I've seen it in my future, and I still do. So to me, it's kind of that little thing where I thought this is a bit of me. It's a bit that's up my street a bit.
Dance was always a hobby for me from a young age, but I was actually a disco freestyle dancer and hadn't really had much classical training, and sixth form was the first time that I actually did contemporary dance. When I first started college, I was facing a lot of changes in my personal life, and it definitely knocked my self-confidence. I didn't really see dance as a career before I went to college. It wasn't until the second year when obviously my confidence had grown back a bit. I reckon from that moment actually my attitude towards dance just changed completely. I started taking ballet classes outside of college just for a bit more technique. I spent most of my spare time in the studio.
I was always allowed to be myself, as in the dance course never tried to mould me into anything else that I wasn't or that I didn't feel super comfortable in. But as I was more into hip hop and to breaking, it was I think Sarah and the rest of the staff there definitely helped me mould a way, craft a way that could be manageable for a career.
Even if you're not particularly, feel like you're an amazing dancer, I think on the course you will learn about, teamwork, listening to others, problem solving, dedication, timekeeping, organisation, communication.
Something really unique about the dance department at the Colchester Sixth Form is that you're able to do your EPQ, which is the Extended Project Qualification.
I did an EPQ when I was at Sixth Form College, and I got the second highest one in the whole Sixth Form College, and it was a dance-based EPQ, which I think people were quite surprised about. It showed me that dance can be a theory subject that's taken seriously.
That is something that university lecturers or recruiters or dance companies are going to be genuinely really interested in knowing that you are taking your initiative to learn about something that you love and something that you're passionate about.
Dance is still extremely important in my life, and I'm currently doing my exams to become a dance teacher. That is the really, really great thing about A-level dance. It isn't just for the 1 or 2 years of your life that you're at sixth form. You'll learn and experience things that you will need years later.
You get so many skills from studying dance, including researching skills, communication and creativity, and I think they can be applied to any future job you have, any future degree you choose to do. And it's one of those subjects that gives you so many skills, and I don't think you'd get that from many other courses.
I learnt so much in those 2 years while studying dance, both practically and theoretically. They set me up so well to be able to study my degree, not only the practical side to carry on the dance, but also theoretically with things such as essay writing and analytical skills, which could be transferred to any course, not just a dance degree.
If you are worried that you're not going to go into the dance industry after college, don't worry, you will leave equipped with the most invaluable skills that you can transfer to any other industry that you want to work in.
But even if you're somebody like myself that doesn't take, dance further, you're still, like I say, you're going to get so many transferable skills. So many things I do in my role now, it's really helped with that. So being very analytical, the hard work, the determination, organisational skills, a whole host of things, still really help me now in the role that I do.
I remember having a class called Analysis and Appreciation, and it is there that I started to learn how to do movement analysis. And I do movement analysis now every single day, and I really fell in love with that at the sixth form college.
My best memory? Oh, there's so many.
I have so many fond memories of studying dance at the sixth form college. It's hard just to pick a few, but I must say, taking part in one of my friend's EPQs, we recreated a whole tap piece, which was so much fun. We even got to use the props and flip over a sofa.
My favourite memories were always the workshops from the ex-students, where we heard their stories and they talked to us about university. It was great to see all the different styles that they learn at their university.
The amazing thing was the workshops. It's so wonderful. Do as many as you, have the strength to do.
The most memorable thing about dance at Sixth Form College is that it is a community, and we constantly had ex-students come in and teach us and tell us what they're doing, and everyone's had such different, rich, vast paths since, and it's evolving so much like the industry is, and I see people all the time that have got a connection to the Sixth Form College in some way, which is amazing.
The journal room. The journal room is where it's kind of the heart to dance a bit. There are so many memories built inside it.
The journal room.
A lot of the memories are probably in the journal room.
Going up to the journal room,
with the performing arts study area, however, the dancers kind of own it.
Going up to the journal room, which is a room at the top of the sixth form with computers, journal articles, and
there's just so much energy in that room.
A lot of my best memories from college come from being on dance, from performing with my friends to taking a DVD from Sarah's office for a quiet afternoon in our journal room.
I also helped out a few open evenings while I was at the sixth form college, one of which we actually explored the space that was between the windows and the railings. The windows, as you walk up to the sixth form college, are lit up on an open evening, and we created shapes and filled the space in that to kind of welcome people into the sixth form college, which was really cool.
Some of my favourite memories at college are of those spent perfecting group and solo performances in the studio with friends, and obviously not forgetting those really long hours spent in the journal room, but it was so rewarding. It was the most rewarding subject at college, so the long hours were definitely worth it.
What memories do I have? I think every dance session I had was a memory within itself, to preparation for shows, the show itself, the shows that we had. In itself was a fantastic memory there.
So some of the best memories I have of studying dance at Culture Sixth Form would have to be in my final year, so doing the A-level exam, and we had been rehearsing and preparing for this final presentation, final show, final performance for a long time, and I worked with 4 other dancers from the different years, and it was the first time that I showed my work to a wider audience, and also the first time that I choreographed something that I was very proud of, that had a lot of meaning behind and a lot of work that had gone into it.
I would say that most of my good memories of college definitely involve Sarah or dance and the studio. One that I can remember so well is when I was just about to do my last solo assessment for my second year, And I created a really personal solo. Sarah worked with me so much about exploring my emotions and like really telling a story. It was based on Agam Khan and 0 Degrees and working with Mudra, and yeah, this was just a really personal solo to me. And I remember just going into that room and literally just telling the examiner and Sarah my story but through movement, and I left everything in the studio, and yeah, when I came out I just remember breaking down in tears.
What would I say to new students? Well, get a massive folder because you're going to have a lot of notes.
I remember having all my folders, I had like twice the amount of folders for dance that I had for anything else.
Let yourself go a bit, explore, don't get stuck into what you've been into previously.
Going back, I wish I could have told myself to absorb every bit that Sarah says and get all the knowledge from her, because honestly I can't tell you how important it is to be an educated dancer, and anyone that tells you that dancers are stupid, they are fools.
If I were to give any advice to a potential student, I would say make use of all of the amazing dance venues around you and go see as much as you can. And yeah, don't wear your shoes on the floor, don't.